Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about the biggest carnivore issues that I see come up again and again. Hi, if we're just meeting, my name is Claire, Carnivoreclaire. On this channel I talk about all things carnivore, but not only carnivore. Weight loss, we're going to do some weight loss videos soon because I have lost nearly 60 pounds now. I also have chronic illness, so that's another theme to my channel. Hit that subscribe button down below. Come on, join the family and we can become friends and help each other and be the healthiest versions of ourselves that we possibly can be. The carnivore diet is a really simple diet, or a way of eating, a woe if you like. But people, I find, like to overcomplicate it. I know some of you are going to scream at the screen right now because you're like, I know what a carnivore diet is, get on with it. I do get new viewers as well. So just to recap for them, it is a meat-based diet. So it's fat and protein diet, no carbohydrates whatsoever. You do kind of get 1 or 2 grams, but none, nothing, no carbohydrates, bad. You can eat meat, fish, poultry, cheese, some cheeses, butter. Some people prefer not to have dairy at all. I stick to ruminant meats, which for me is beef and lamb. This diet way of eating has become very popular for weight loss because people see others that come to it for chronic issues, but what happens is they lose weight in the process. So others are like, oh, I'm going to do this for weight loss, but it is not primarily a weight loss way of eating. You can lose a lot of weight if you're very careful about how you do it, but that's not what it's for. It is for chronic illness, and it's going to bring your inflammation down. It's an anti-inflammatory diet. That being said, let's get into the first issue, which is meat aversion. So I see this in a lot of the groups where people have just started to eat carnivore, and then maybe a week, 2 weeks in, maybe even only a few days, this comes up again and again. I cannot face another mouthful of meat. I feel nauseous. I feel sick at the very thought of it. Now, this is something very common that happens in the beginning. It happened to me, and it's happened to most of us, I think, at one point or the other. Because when you first start to eat meat, and only meat, it's a lot. It's a lot. Because previously for myself, I would eat meat maybe once or twice a week, and that was only to get the nutrients from it. I was more of a veggie type eater, although I wasn't a vegetarian. So when I started having meat like 2 to 3 times a day, every single day, it was a lot. And at one point, it was only a few days in, I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And then I lost my appetite and didn't want to eat at all, which, you know, no bad thing. It passes. It does pass. You have to stick with it, no matter how badly you feel about eating meat. And I don't mean in terms of the animals, etc. That's another issue for another day. But just in terms of putting it in your mouth, consuming it, good quality meats is going to make the difference, especially in the beginning while you get over that aversion. Also mix it up. You don't have to only eat meat. You can eat poultry and you can eat fish. You can eat eggs as well, which I didn't mention earlier, but you can. Mix it up, have something different with every meal, and that's going to make it a little bit easier. I would say probably day 3 that I struggled with this. By a week in, I was over it. So if I'd given up there and then, imagine where I'd be now. I'm in a much better place now, so it is worth persevering. So the next one is a biggie. Have you hit that subscribe button yet? Do hit that subscribe button. So the next one, weight loss stalling. So as I said, a lot of people come into this for weight loss, and then what happens is they either don't lose anything in the beginning, or I've seen lately a couple of people saying they're putting it on in the beginning, and then they lose a bit, and then they start stalling again, and it gets really frustrating. This is exactly what happened to me. So for the first month, I didn't lose anything. I stayed exactly my same weight. I didn't even lose water weight. And I said that on my 30-day update, I think. The thing I haven't seen any benefit in is weight loss. I haven't lost any weight, but that wasn't my reason for starting. So I wasn't like too concerned. Second month, I lost 20 pounds and it just flew off me. Water weight, obviously. This is the way forward. This is really fast and it's the way forward. But after those 20 pounds, it completely stalled again and I got really, really frustrated. So I went and did my calorie counting and I was having like 1,200 calories and it was not enough to sustain me. And there was no way that I wasn't losing weight, but I wasn't on the scales. You've got to be intentional with your mindset about this. If you're getting on the scales every day and it's bothering you, then stop getting on those scales. I do weigh every day, but I do not allow it to bother me. If I lose 1 ounce or I put on 600 ounces, I do not let it faze me. Because if I did, I would have given up a long time ago. Weight does fluctuate. And if that's an issue for you, then maybe just weigh weekly. I think also we expect to see results instantly, and that's not always the case. I don't think this diet is a perfect diet for weight loss, if I'm honest. I think there's more efficient ways of losing weight. For me, it also adds in the chronic illness stuff, so it's worth it. So after those 20 pounds, I lost a few more pounds, but then I had to go and do OMAD in order to lose anything else. I had started doing a few fasting days just to jumpstart my weight loss again, which helped, but as soon as I stopped fasting, it stalled again. And I was getting really, really fed up because I'd given myself a year to lose all my weight. And I was like, I'm not going to be able to stick to my goal at this rate. But when I started OMAD, which is 1 meal a day, so I eat about 5 p.m. and then I don't eat again until the next night, I was losing nearly a pound every day. So that was fantastic weight loss. So that's what I've been doing. And I'm at nearly 60 pounds weight loss since February now. So I would say carnivore with OMAD or even 16-8. I don't know. If you incorporate carnivore with some kind of fasting, then you will be successful at weight loss. But you have to stick to it because you need your body to go into autophagy. Carnivore fasting, autophagy. That is the secret to weight loss on this woe. So the next issue is hair loss. And I don't know if you can see it, but I do actually have some hair loss there and on this side. But my hair's in a way that you can't really see that. I started losing hair in one patch. I haven't really lost it over my hair, but just in this one area. And I started panicking. I was using castor oil, coconut oil, anything I could find to try and bring it back. But it didn't work. So the good thing is that I lost a certain amount of hair and then it stopped shedding and I haven't lost any more. So I'm hoping that it will grow back. I believe it does grow back. Maybe a lack of vitamins. I don't know. I do take supplements, but nothing has helped me out with it. So high cholesterol is the next issue that people ask about a lot. Every single day I see comments and posts about high cholesterol. You get people who haven't started yet, who are really concerned. They want to do the diet, but they feel that they don't want to get the high cholesterol. Then you get people who've been doing it a while, they've just got their results back and their cholesterol is high. So in the last video, I showed you my blood test results and my cholesterol is not high. It's gone a little bit higher than it was previously, but I'm very happy with that. But the fear is based around we have been taught that cholesterol needs to be low. Now, just to protect myself legally, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Do not take it as medical advice. This is just what I have learned online and I'm passing that information to you. But please do your own research. We're told that cholesterol needs to be low, but the doctors in the carnivore space are saying that this is not true, that it's not necessarily an issue. You can get something called a CAC scan, I believe in America. I don't know if they do that here in the UK. It's basically a CT scan that will scan your arteries and see if you have any blockages, because often our cholesterol will be high, but when they do that scan, there is no blockage at all and nothing to worry about. We are taught about HLD and LDL. LDL and HDL. So HDL is the good, LDL is the bad, apparently, but it's not that simple. What you need to do, and I did go over this in my last video, so do watch that video for more information. You need to work out the ratio between your triglycerides and your HDL, and that will tell you. Triglycerides will come down on the carnivore diet, but your HDL may go up. And so you want that ratio between the two to be under 1.5 to 2. So if it's higher than that, then that's something to look at. But I am not overly worried. As they keep telling us in this space, we need cholesterol for our brain. Our brain operates, I believe, on 75% cholesterol. And in women's breast milk, it's made up heavily of cholesterol for the baby. Don't worry about the problem before it's happened. Educate yourself. Go and watch some videos on cholesterol and see what's what. And watch my last video and that'll give you more information. So the next issue that comes up quite a lot is fatigue issues. I have chronic fatigue syndrome, so I'm already fatigued before I even start this diet. When I started this diet, I became even more fatigued. I could not get out of bed and I just felt even worse than with the ME. When you first start the carnivore diet and you get fatigued, something you can do is to increase your fat, because basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to get your body to stop using energy from glucose, and then you're trying to become fat adapted, and you're trying to encourage your body to use fat as your main source of fuel. If you are reducing your carbs or stopping your carbs, but you're not eating high fat, then where is your body going to get your energy from? That's where you see the fatigue, and it's probably where I saw the fatigue, to be honest. Even if you don't feel that comfortable eating a lot of fat, just increase it for a little while until you get your energy back, and that will really help you. But otherwise, you've just got to wait it out. It took me a good 2 months to get over it, I would say, and then one day I just woke up and I had loads of energy, more than I'd had in a long time. So I'm glad I stuck at it. At one point I wasn't sure I was going to stick at this diet because I had no energy, I wasn't sleeping, which was probably reducing my energy further. I don't know, there was some other issue, I can't remember now. I stuck with it because I really needed to get better, and I'm so glad I did. Oh, it was the weight loss wasn't coming off. So the next issue that comes up a lot is sugar addiction. I see comments and posts everywhere, people saying, I've started the carnivore, I've been really good for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months. Sugar cravings are insane. It's driving me mad. I'm sorry, but you need some tough love. If you're having sugar cravings, then you are consuming sugar, and that is probably in the way of carbohydrates. Maybe you're having some kind of dairy and that has got carbohydrates in it. Maybe it's something else that you are consuming, but you are consuming carbohydrates, because it's carbohydrates that cause craving. When you put that out of your system, you will not get hungry. I promise you. I had a few days of eating, I had yogurts, add some cottage cheese, and they've got carbs in them, and then I was hungry and I fell off of OMAD because I was so hungry. I was craving all the time. Last 2 days I haven't done that, and I've been strict. 4 p.m. now, and I haven't eaten since 4:30 yesterday afternoon. I'm not hungry at all. There's just no cravings whatsoever. So if you want to get rid of your sugar cravings, you have to stop eating carbohydrates in any form. You've got to be strict. You can't like just be carnivore with an avocado, for example. Maybe you're doing keto and you're finding this. Go carnivore and those cravings will disappear. And that has been my personal experience. So this next issue that comes up is the one that annoys me the most. First off, I have to preface it with saying in the carnivore community, there is a lot of animosity towards vegans and any other diet that isn't carnivore, really, apart from keto. Or it's almost like a competition between the two, and it drives me insane. But also anything that is not strict carnivore. So there are different versions of carnivore that you can do, and I'll put a graphic on screen because I can't remember what they are now. But in the carnivore community, there is this thing where unless you have 0 carbs whatsoever, you are breaking the carnivore laws and you should go to prison. And there are carnivore police everywhere, especially on Facebook and Instagram. I think live and live, let people eat how they want to eat and get the benefits that they want to get. However, and that's a big however, I see these comments where people are saying, can I have tomato sauce with my meat? I've got a sweet tooth, can I have a little bit of chocolate with my diet? I really love roast potatoes. People are like, I want to do this diet, but I don't want to give up X, Y, and Z. Now, there is a thing with coffee where it has become accepted in carnivore to have coffee because everyone's addicted to it. I'm not, I've never drunk coffee, but it is a plant food. If you're going to be strict, it is a plant food, but it's fine. If you want to, I would say even have tea if you want to, because it's not going to bring you out of ketosis. And that's the important thing, especially if you're doing it for weight loss. But I don't, I only drink water. If you are getting into carnivore and you're wanting to do it, but you're not wanting to give up X, Y, and Z, alcohol is another thing. There's 2 ways to go with this. You can either change your mindset and accept that you can't have these things because they're not part of this way of eating, or you can incorporate this way of eating, but bring that one thing in. But I would argue not to do the second, and that is because, as I said before, the cravings will set in if you have any kind of carbohydrates. Now, with alcohol, I do drink alcohol occasionally. I don't go out a lot, so I don't drink it at home. But if I do go out, which is maybe once a month, I'm not going to stop myself from living my life. I will have alcohol. In the main, I will try to choose vodka and Diet Coke because that is carb free or very, very low carb. But sometimes I want a pina colada and I'm going to have a pina colada. I've justified that to myself, that I've still got to enjoy life. It doesn't seem to affect me. It doesn't set me off the next day. I feel rough the next day, but it doesn't set me off. And so I'm just happy with that. That's all I'm going to talk to you about today. So I really hope you enjoyed that little TED talk, and I will catch you in the new video. Let me know any questions you have for anything carnivore, weight loss, whatever. I'm going to do a weight loss video soon. Give me your weight loss questions, and I will catch you in the next one. Watch this video right now because I have got 1,000 subscribers and I need the watch hours to get monetized, and you're going to help me out. So do watch this here. Bye.